Hello and welcome to another demo. This time we're looking at Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. It is a story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. Take the helm, manage the ship and resources, and make difficult decisions. Will you be able to bring the ship home and its crew? So it's a take on the TV series Star Trek Voyager, where they got trapped in the Delta Quadrant, a series that I grew up with. It was early noughties, 2000, something like that, 2005. Let me Google it now, just very quickly. Star Trek Voyager, just so I'm not thinking. I actually started in 1995 and ran for 7 seasons, so I was about 10 years out, but I grew up with it as a kid, so it does age me a bit, but you get the idea. So a good TV show, so think Lost in Space, that sort of era. If you don't know Star Trek Voyager, where your motley crew has to try and get back home. So I'm intrigued to see which direction this goes in. I'm going to start the music by clicking back on the game now. Hopefully there's no copyright issues. We shall see, but I'm going to play about 30 minutes and we're going to test out what the demo does and see if it's any good. Right, new game. You are the captain of the Federation starship Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Your unique ship. Okay, I was reading that. Stargate, a new ship. Right, they need to slow that down. Today we embark on a mission to locate a marquee vessel that has disappeared in the Badlands. So this is right at the start of the TV show, where everyone joins and everyone's on board. Tuvok is currently on the marquee vessel. The Badlands are treacherous. I can only hope he's safe. In the meantime, I have a starship to prepare for launch and a crew to assemble. Ooh, do we get to pick the crew? Speaking of which, our final 2 crew members arrive, Harry Kim and Tom Paris. Seems I have a few introductions to make. Ooh, okay. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's on to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Marquis pilot who will be able to help us search the Badlands for the Marquis vessel. With all due respect, so that's Tom there. All due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me Pilot Extraordinaire Ensign. The Marquis, wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax, I was with the Marquis only a few weeks before I was captured and sent a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough charge, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. It's got this very much the styling of the show. Pre-release demo does not represent final quality. Right, we're in. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Marquis of the Year, Captain, but they prefer underground bases, remote planets, and I'm reading a coherent Tetron beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading towards us. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager. It power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert. No effect. The wave will accept us in 5 minutes. 5 seconds, not minutes. Brace for impact. Right, I'm going to move the logo to top left. I've noticed my logo's covering some of the artwork. Yeah. So we've now in a different area now. Love the little graphics. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor, damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone into grey mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. Internal sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. I thought stellar cartography was when the Borg came. Okay, that's a weird one. But that's me. Might be my knowledge isn't incomplete there. Right. This is a tutorial, so click on the question mark on 1. So it'll be here and activate. Okay. Clues. Right. Stellar cartography. Switch on. Captain, sensors are picking up something out. What Harry's trying to stam it is we're not in the Badlands anymore. We are by the Caretaker and their ship. The alien vessel that has brought us here. What is that thing? Where are we? Sensors are working. We've jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find a deuterium source. Scan points of interest. When? Mark. Reveal sources. Okay. Scan. Upgrade. Collect more data. Deuterium. Duratium. Now we can get deuterium. Navigate your ship. Well, okay. This in different colours, so that'll be nice. Green, red. Yeah. Okay. Set course. Captain, we detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere. Deploy collective repetitions. Risk to fly into the atmosphere. We'll take the maximum, please. We've got the maximum. Whoop. Right, Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Captain, ready to increase warp input. So we've got the warp core. We can. Right, we can get tier 1 activated. Returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now, what about this thing? The array. I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect a marquee life vessel next to it. Scan. Scan the ship for life finds. There's no one on board. Scan the array. What about the array? Since our sensors can't penetrate it, we'll have to see for ourselves. I want the transport room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get the duratium deposit. We need to repair the... Okay, so we need to go and get this now. Okay, so 22 cycles. Okay, right. Tractor beam. Ooh, average. We have all the gear we need. Engineers on standby for the repair the transporter. Right. Repair. Can I have a look around the ship while we're doing this? Okay, no I can't. Not really. I have to zoom in and out. Main deflector. Look at the size of this thing. Transporter's back online, Captain. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. Right, array. What are you? Galaxian Ooh, we need to go there. Navigation data. Able to correct their costs. They appreciate them with some supplies. Right. Let's talk to these guys. Have you wondered about the Talaxian? That's Neelix. That might be him. We might not ever see him. We'll see. It's one of those things. I'm assuming the game will twist and turn and you might not get the same... I'm going to just turn the volume down slightly. The same crew as before. We have the away mission. Right, so we will have Harry Kim and Tom Paris. That mission. Alright, so it's a card-based sort of thing. Right. Captain, we've materialized in the middle of a cornfield. Love the little artwork. Look for any footprints. So you can see the risk level is 29 and he's going to get 25. Scan. Right, look for... Right, scan. We'll science it. Confirm. Use their tricorders and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working on it. An old man sits on the porch. The old man is the caretaker. After a challenge, they might be fatigued. Okay. Yeah. He might be knowing what's going on here. Demand to know is indefinite now. Try to read his body language. That's maybe. Argue the facts this can't be a... let's go with that one. Body language, please. 15. Success. Discreetly observe them. Try to analyze his body language. Something seems off. He's putting on an act, but they can't quite put a finger on why. Old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their time yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait. So we're now tired. Got this away mission, so we've still got stuff. You're now fatigued, so I know to do Harry then. So, investigate the barn. Try to analyze the readings. So that's going to be a nearly. Try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. We'll go for that. We'll test that out. Yay. Try to distribute the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears to reveal the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolving into show a bluish glowing room where the unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that have a large influence on how the story proceeds. These decisions are matched with the gold outline. Ah, these are the marquee. Oh, we only get to get one. We'll get Tattooed Man. Because he's fatigued. Rushes towards the Tattooed Man, waits him away. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern. Before Tom can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. We have leveled up our characters. Captain Janeway actually awaits the return of her away team with Tom Paris unexpectedly materializing behind her. What happened on the array? Captain, what happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact you for several hours. What? We were only there for an hour, right, Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. Then he's still on the array. But why were you released and not? The Marquis you're hailing is putting him on screen. I'm Captain Jacote of the Marquis. My chief engineer Belana Torres is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is missing. It seems we share a problem and I would like to send if we solved it together. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his marquee crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary. I'm not surprised. Chakotay, this is Saskia, one of my engineers, and Tuvok, is already in his Star Trek Federation uniform. So that's slightly wrong. Oh, I know he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As I am, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us with your waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming. I see you have Paris with you too. Are you forming a marquee traders club? You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. We can't get back inside. They're still the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you can. Captain, the status repair imperative, require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforce. Prioritize life support, secure decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality. Okay, so this one. Switch on. Life support restored on Deck 5. Captain, engineering office is now accessible. Of course, it's a mess. We have to fix it before we even have to use it. Right, so it's this one. Repair. Repairs in progress. Until completion, lodge to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and duranium. Okay. Ooh, I did not scan it, but I have moved. Right, life support is operational. Engineering, I should say. Engineering office, because engineering is where the warp core is. You can now have an additional work team carry out two successfully. Okay, engineering. Logically, we could focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure food supply and physical endurance. Okay, Deck 2. Switch on. Life support is restored. Mess hall is now... However, it's sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access its replication rations. Let's repair. 3 cycles. Until completion, we should address crew accommodation. Ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Separate repaired, removed, takes time. Okay, so E to clear ruin. Okay, while we're waiting for our teams to finish, we should collect more resources. Okay. Right, leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging other parts. Destroy them. Right, let's leave it for now. Right, okay. So, scan. Scan. Deuterium, let's go. Life support is now active. Enter the ship. Mess hall. Mess hall repairs are now complete. We should switch the replication rations now. It will enhance crew well-being. So, mess hall level 1, so click on that. Premium rations. Now issued now, Captain. Get you working on that. Don't have any further people available. Keep it destroying, wait until it is... Okay, system. Ruins room. Okay. Let's get you done. Okay, we'll build some crew quarters. My back is killing me. Build rooms. Maintenance, crew quarters. Emergency quarters. Okay, so we can build it to how we want it then. No life support. Got life support. Captain James neutralized. We should establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. Remember that voice? The old guy with the banjo. Though he seems a lot less jellyfishy back on the array. I'm Captain J. We have the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll have to leave them here. Scan the array. What will I rate? Stranger, scan the array. No sign of them. And no human life forms indicated. Who are we talking to right now? Give them back. We won't leave without them. Or face the your determination is admirable, but I have no time for this. There's just not enough time. Time for what? The continuation of my work? I still have so much to do. What have our people got to do with this? Your people may serve a greater purpose. One that might secure my wife's work. No, you're stealing my time, don't you understand? I don't have enough time. You've been cut off, Captain. You haven't got close to Tario Torres. You managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't bad after all. Captain, if I may, I've observed the arrays sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighbouring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information, the planet is the next logical step. Only lead we have, Commander. Seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Agreed. Mr. Paris, I want you on the helm for this one. Let's find our people. You're already there. Set course for the 5th planet in the neighbouring system. So we need to now go back to the sector. Neighbourhood system. 5 cycles away. Emergency crew has been built. Enter the ship. Right. So what is clicking? Right, ruined room is building. Right, close the report. There's a lot of stuff on the screen. Bung that. Sorry. Bung the logo bottom right. I'm glad I don't use a camera most of the time. We've got our resources up here. Right. So we're now in here. Oh, it's the Ocampa. There we are. I remember this one. Deuterium, we're in grey mode. Okay. We need to enter grey mode. Understood. Understood. We will stock up on deuterium. We're on to emergency rations. Captain will reach our destination. Orders. Return later. We need to get some deuterium. Scan. Deuterium. Scan. Small spatial anomaly. Not dangerous. Provide some valuable scientific data. Alright, let's get some of that. Risk. We'll take the probes. Let's get all that. We need to get some more. Keep a safe distance and transmit data. Right. Who is happy? We've fulfilled a promise. Right. Let's go here and get this one done. Captain, I've not got you yet, Neelix. Build enough crows. You have 40 cycles. Build one new quarters of your choice. Right. Scan the array. Fine. Right. Ocampa. Let's do this mission now. Captain, happiness of the crew, but being stranded has taken its toll. A small gesture of improving morale. Activate rations. Not now. We need to. One crew has left already. Where's the crew? I've got 33 out of 49. Okay. So we've got to manage that. Captain, reach. Let's continue. We are outside Ocampa, but they're all underground, if I remember correctly. Might say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away. Let's see what we have here. Following the pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving atmosphere. Ah, Harry, Kim, and Bilana perhaps been held in this place? What's so special about this ugly rock? Check the energy pulses. And if you know about the pulses, they're consistently tagging a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend a away team. There's something else. This interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he was running out of time, whatever that means. We better hurry. Do a general scan first. Let's see what we can learn about the planet. It's all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river. However, they are settlements. Why would anyone want to live here? Strange but intriguing. Railway team. We need to examine the world firsthand. Oh, that's not. That doesn't look like a shuttle. Oh, Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us on screen. There's Neelix. Peculiar alien with a mysterious grin greets the Voyager's crew. Neither Starfleet nor Marquis have ever seen a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings! Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours before. Let me guess, you've been whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as you heard the story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew up too. They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide. Compensation? That's fair. Wonderful. I've had it rough recently. There's pesky void voiles nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food you want. It's a deal. Obviously, we've already talked to Neelix, but it's one of those things. Right, build one new quarters of your choice. So, ship. We need to build another. Right. Life support is disabled. Right, so energy. I think that's the first thing we need to look at is the energy. Main deflector is the shield. Do we have? So do I need to turn right? Mess hall. Life support is disabled. So do I need to sort out? Right, where's the main deflector? Can I switch that off for a bit? Okay. I'm looking. There's main engineering. Right. Deuterium. There we are. Now we can turn everyone on. So we can. Right. I can't repair that yet. Turn life support on. Upgrade rations. Turn life support on. Got 46 here. Science laboratory repair. Phaser control room repair. Sick bay, you're next. Engineering office. Add a work team. Right, we've only got one work team there. Okay, alright. Emergency quarters. Oh, they've all got names. Got quite a lot of Vulcan names. Valar. To saw to law. For a H-tan. Right. Right, we'll leave it there. Bridge is right at the top. Right. So we need to make sure that we're getting enough deuterium. So we've got that. Dilithium, science points. Okay. Right, system. Right, so let's keep searching. Scan. Scan. Geranium, which is that one. We need some more. Let's go. Science laboratory is sorted. Close report. Right. Safely search, repair parts of the mining ship and bind resources. Yes. Come on, green, green, green. Yes. Right. Call coming. What a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting... yeah. What you called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. As something of a culinary wizard myself, you know, my Alphican hair past the ball is quite... yeah. I'm going to start skipping a few bits reading here. Missing crews, scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogler encampment. Kazon Ogler? One Kazon sector is many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I thought you said the Compa had our people. Well, the Compa do have your people. It's finding that it's difficult. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ogler leader, might know where they are. Let's go. Well, it's a away team to accompany you, Mr. Neelix. Right. Let's go finish off and get some supplies. And then we'll go back to where it needs to be. Right, we'll gather some more. We've only got 20 crew. Oh, we've got 20 crew that are idle. Let's go back to the ship. Can't repair anything. Repair the shield generator. Right. Can we start repairing another room as well? Right. Okay. System. Right, we've got enough fuel and our energy. Right. We do need food. Let's go. Life generator. Right. You're done. Switch you on as well. Shield runner is on. We're fine for deuterium. That's the purple stuff. Right. System. Right, we're going. Fly back to Incompa. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Away team. Neelix. We have options. Shikode and Tuvok. So 45 and he does the other stuff, so should be okay. Oh, so we've got the picture with these two down. The away team materializes in the valley between the dead volcanoes. The ship burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning. Yeah, 40. Orient it using the cardinal points. Survival skills, cardinal directions. We get 200 deuterium while we're at it. Captain, a sandstorm is away. We need to get into cover fast. Build a temporary shelter, analyze the area, and find best cover. Best I can do is that one. And we'll try it. We've done it. Natural crevice, offering the best protection from the storm. We are okay. We're going to get some risk level stuff. So you see that's got a risk level of 1. Let Neelix do the introduction. Yeah. Come on, Mr. Neelix. Well done. Bounds in, greets them. The women and children recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming him. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. Oh. Yeah, the Kazon. I remember them. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he's led to believe. How do we appease them? Assure them you have no bad intentions. Demonstrate them. Yeah, we do that. The display of force impresses Yabin, who explains that the Ocampan live underground. Their access is controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Yabin points to the bruiser woman he's holding as a slave, explained that she's one of the only ones who have managed to reach the surface, when suddenly Neelix grabs the phaser, points at Yabin, and demands for the Ocampa girl to be freed. Things are getting out. We should retreat. Appease and withdraw. Tactical retreat. Secure the retreat with phaser fire. Tactical retreat. Appease. Okay. We should retreat. Tactical retreat. Ooh, Kez has been recruited. The Kazon are up to Lapter, sit in their lateness to pipe the taunts. We move away. Yeah, leveling up our characters here. There we are. We've got Kez recruited. Neelix surprised the rest of the way team as he rescues a woman. Love it that he's still in his garb. My dearest Kirsten, I promised I'd save you. I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered the crew. That's not how trust is built. He was desperate, Captain. But I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Yabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We might be able to transport through the barrier if I had slightest breach. A transport signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent. Kes, can you provide the location? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful. We have things to do. Alright, someone get started on the transport signal. Kes, we'll go to sick bay and have you examined. I don't have a sick bay yet. We can start researching signal amplifier. Signal amplifier. Alright. Clear the room, please. So we have a phaser control room. We have, right, build crew. Right. So let's cancel you. Repair you. Skip a cycle. Room is ready. Repair you. Skip a cycle. Sick bay. It's the reports. Single level is complete. However, start production, we need to repair the workshop. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. With no other options, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency hologram. A shimmering figure materialize. Okay. Please state the nature of this medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sick bay for now, and this patient cares. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of... Yeah, I get you. Thank you, Doctor. That's kind. I expect you to do your best. Do your best? I'm not programmed for optimal. What else did I do? If you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganize. Okay. So, I'm going to leave it there. We've already played 40 minutes now. As you can see, there's a lot to this game, so this one is not for the light-hearted. And you can see it's well built. There's a few glitches, but that's with anything. As it says here, pre-release demo does not produce final quality. Stuff like when we had the morale events with Neelix, but we hadn't got Neelix yet, so it's a little creaky. I love the fact if you zoom out, you've got the full display here. So it works. It's quite good. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but we'll get there. I'll do some more off video at a later date, and we'll probably get the full game. It's definitely one for the wish list for us sci-fi nerds. Right, that is it for now, and I've noticed hopefully you can still hear me. It's a little bit squiffy now. Goodbye.